We all know that Elon Musk wants to get to Mars, but what happens after he gets there? Spoiler, you might not like the answer. I've spent countless hours pulling together every shred of information I could find, researching Elon's past, SpaceX's goals, and the hidden details about Mars's potential. I've put in the time, so you don't have to, and trust me, the plans that he wanted to do isn't something you want to ignore. Elon Musk is a man of big ideas and even bigger ambitions. But let's not forget, this is the same man known for his temper, audacious moves, and a hint of megalomania. Combine that with being the wealthiest person on Earth and, well, that's not exactly a great mix, is it? During the 2024 election, Musk hitched his wagon to Trump's campaign in the weirdest, most electrifying way possible, merging politics, tech, and meme culture. Could this be just a taste of how he might shape humanity's future? Sure, Elon talks a lot about saving humanity, but what if Mars is just the start of something much bigger? What if his vision isn't just about science and exploration, but about reshaping the future entirely, and not necessarily for the better? It all began with SpaceX, the company that made space cool again. Back in 2002, Musk founded SpaceX with one audacious goal: making humans a multiplanetary species. At the time, it sounded more like a sci-fi fan's fever dream than a business strategy. Rockets were expensive, government space programs were slow, and no one in their right mind thought a private company could pull off what NASA struggled to do. But Elon isn't exactly in his right mind, is he? By 2008, SpaceX became the first private company to launch a liquid-fueled rocket into orbit. Then came the Falcon 9, the reusable rocket that flipped the space industry on its head. While others were building rockets that burned up after one flight, Musk said, "Why not make them reusable, like an airplane?" And suddenly, a trip to space wasn't just for governments, it was for anyone with a fat enough wallet and a dream of floating in zero gravity. Fast forward to 2020, and SpaceX's Crew Dragon launched humans to the International Space Station. It was no longer just a tech company, it was the space company. And while Musk played the quirky billionaire on X, it was clear he wasn't just sending rockets into space. He was sending a message. Elon Musk was rewriting the rules of space exploration. And the thing about rewriting the rules? Once you start, who says you must stop? So why Mars? Why not focus on fixing Earth, which, let's face it, is already falling apart? The answer is rather personal. Young Elon was a huge nerd. While others were busy kicking soccer balls, he was glued to sci-fi classics like The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and Foundation. These weren't just books to him, they were blueprints. He dreamed of interstellar empires, space colonies, and a humanity unshackled from Earth's gravity well. But Elon's obsession with space isn't unique. His billionaire space race rival, Jeff Bezos, grew up devouring the same sci-fi novels, dreaming of giant orbital habitats and humanity's future among the stars. The key difference? Bezos wants floating cities, Musk wants a whole planet. So, how does one man take over an entire planet? Step by step, of course, and Musk, he's already putting the pieces together. Here's how he plans to do it. First, build the Starship fleet, massive, reusable rockets capable of shuttling thousands of people and tons of cargo to Mars in waves. Next, create a foothold, a bustling Martian outpost with habitats, greenhouses, and factories. The goal? To make Mars self-sustaining. Musk doesn't want a colony dependent on Earth. He wants a civilization that thrives independently. But why stop at survival? Musk's plan involves mining Mars's resources, building advanced technologies, and eventually terraforming the planet itself. Picture this: lush valleys, breathable air, and a thriving metropolis, all stamped with the SpaceX logo. And what will happen after that? Well, things started to get a little bit scary. The year is 2030, the first humans land on Mars, plant a SpaceX flag, and establish a base. But instead of it being a moment for humanity, it's a moment for Musk. What if Mars doesn't become a neutral haven for exploration, but a private colony, owned entirely by SpaceX? Think about it. SpaceX funded the rockets, handled the logistics, and built the infrastructure. So, why shouldn't they claim ownership? With no international laws explicitly governing Mars, Musk could declare it his company's territory. He'd own not just the land, but everything on it: water, minerals, and even the very air the settlers breathe. With Mars under his control, Musk could take things a step further by setting up a SpaceX-run government. Think about it. Who's going to enforce laws on a planet 140 million miles away? Earth's governments can barely agree on international treaties here. Musk could create the world's first corporate nation-state, Mars Incorporated. Imagine a society where instead of voting for a president, you answer to a CEO, Musk himself. He'd control every aspect of life on Mars, from the economy to the legal system. Want to start a business? Pay your licensing fee to SpaceX. Want to leave? Better hope you can afford the return ticket, also sold by SpaceX. And the scary part? On Mars, there'd be no checks and balances. Musk would have absolute authority, with no competition and no oversight. Mars is rich in raw materials, like iron, nickel, and possibly even rare earth elements. And let's not forget the water ice, which could be turned into rocket fuel or used to support life. Musk could harvest these resources and control their distribution to Earth. Think about it. If SpaceX owns the rockets and the resources, they own the supply chain. Musk could decide who gets access to Martian materials and at what cost. Earth's economies would be at his mercy, with governments and corporations forced to negotiate on his terms. It's not just a monopoly, it's a stranglehold on humanity's future. Once Musk controls Martian resources, he wouldn't just use them to dominate industries. He could use them to manipulate entire economies. Imagine this. Earth faces a shortage of critical resources. Let's say nickel for electric batteries. Musk could flood the market with Martian nickel, driving prices down and bankrupting competitors. Or he could restrict the supply, sending prices skyrocketing and forcing Earth's governments to pay whatever he demands. Enjoying the video? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more awesome content. Mars isn't exactly hospitable. Low gravity, harsh radiation, and freezing temperatures make survival a challenge. So, what if Musk decides to optimize humanity for Martian life? Far from Earth's ethical restrictions, he could fund research into genetic engineering, cybernetic implants, or AI integration. The result? A new breed of humans designed for survival on Mars. These enhanced settlers might have stronger bones, faster reflexes, or even neural links connecting them to AI systems. But here's the chilling part. These enhancements could come at a cost. Loyalty to Musk, dependence on his technology. Mars wouldn't just change humanity physically, it'd change humanity's relationship to power. At some point, Mars might become self-sustaining. It wouldn't need Earth for resources, food, or even technology, and that's when Musk could sever ties entirely. He could create a fully independent planet, one where Earth's governments have no say in what happens. Mars would be its own sovereign entity, free from Earth's influence. And if Musk decided to use Mars's resources against Earth, there'd be nothing we could do to stop him. Finally, Musk could also build a defense network around Mars. Satellites, drones, and energy-based weapon systems. No other nation or corporation could challenge his control, turning Mars into an unbreachable fortress. From this stronghold, Musk could dictate the future of space exploration. Who gets to visit other planets, who gets to mine asteroids, who gets to survive in the cosmos, it'd all be up to him. And the scariest part, Musk wouldn't just own a planet, he'd own humanity's future. These scenarios sound insane, right? Or maybe they're not. What if Elon's master plan for Mars is already in the works, and we're just scratching the surface of what could really happen? Let me know your wildest thoughts in the comments. What would you do with a whole new planet at your fingertips? Would you rule it like a king, or is there something even crazier you'd try?